Guys, the Boston Celtics are going to the NBA Finals. We are on Unsportsmanlike Conduct. Gabb, Bree, we're talking about the Celtics. The Celtics are moving on. The Celtics are playing one of my least favorite teams in the NBA of all time, the Golden State Warriors. Bree, I'll just let you go. Like, this is your moment. This is your time. Like, you've had a great week. It's probably really stressful. Each game was really dramatic for no reason at all. But you made it.
Yeah.
So.
I'm really glad that I had prior to the playoffs and everything made a hair appointment for after it turns out after the finals end and everything, because I'm gonna have gray hairs popping out all over the place just simply from the stress of it alone. And I just it's such a fun feeling because, and this is gonna sound so spoiled and so like
no, just go.
Gross.
Just say it. Just go.
It's been a couple years since
like,
a Boston team has made it to
you guys are used to it.
Round.
You guys are used to it, so it feels great to be there.
Yeah, it's like, how like human years compared to dog years, like it's kind of like the same thing. Like 3 or 4 years for us is like 10 years for other cities. Like it feels like a really long time. And again, I know that sounds disgusting and I know I sound like a spoiled brat, but the truth is the truth. So I'm so excited, and I have so much love for this team, and just to see, again, I know, and we've talked about this to death almost, but just to see, the start of the season to now, halfway through the season to now, like nobody expected this from this team. And it's so exciting to watch because they are a very good basketball team. Obviously, they are going to the NBA Finals. So yeah, they're a good basketball team, but like they are a championship caliber team. And I don't know when the last time, you really had that feeling about the Celtics. It might have been back when, Kyrie and Hayward came right before Gordon got hurt. And like that season was supposed to be the one. And granted, that season they ended up going to Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals. I don't think anybody, had a feeling that they were going to beat the Cavs.
I love that game. I'm sorry. I love that game so much.
But it's awesome. Yeah. I'm so excited. They haven't been in the finals since I was going into my freshman year of high school, I think. Like, yeah, no, I just finished up 8th grade. Yeah. So like it's been a long time.
It's been a while. It's been a while since a finals trip.
Yeah. And like 2008, I was 11. I was about to turn 12. So like, yeah, that was a really long time ago. And they've had a lot of chances, especially in the last few years, to make it that far, and I have just fell short. It seems like the Eastern Conference Finals was like that hill that they could never get over, and they finally have, and they have a legitimate shot at winning this thing. They are one of the few teams in the league that play the Warriors really well, to the point where it's not a matchup where you look at it and you're like, oh, well, I mean, it's the Warriors. They're obviously going to kick ass. Like, no, the way that these two teams play each other, like it's a pick 'em. You don't know who's gonna win. It's like an any given Sunday kind of thing. Like it could be either team, and that I think is one of the reasons why I'm most excited about this series, is because you're gonna get a good game every single time. Now, with that being said, I think the Celtics are gonna win in 6.
Yeah, hopefully we get good games. I mean, every single game. The last series was guessing game who's going to win by 20 points. Be up at 20 points at some point in the game.
Right. And it's not fun. Like it was
no, I turned it off. I turned the game off and started watching Stranger Things.
It was so much more fun for me, obviously, when the Celtics were up by like 20 whatever points, and like you didn't really have to worry about it. But in the grand scheme of things, like you want these games to be close. These are the games, for all the marbles, like they matter the most. You want them to be close games, good games.
Right.
So, yeah, with that being said, I really like the way that this team looks, and it seems like from top to bottom, like they've got it all together, from coaching all the way to like the last bench guy. That it's just
Right.
They're really cohesive and they've got it. And I genuinely think that they can beat this Warriors team, especially defensively. I think this is because you look at the Miami team, and Miami's defense is really good. And I think it's a decent amount better than Golden State. So having to worry about, the trap defense and stuff, and Tatum throwing the ball and it getting picked off 9 times out of 10 or whatever, like it makes me feel a little bit better. Now the offensive side with Golden State
see, now that's
is
where
a
it gets
little different.
scary. They can put up Klay Thompson himself can shoot like 10 threes a game. You don't know who's going to do it. Could be Steph, could be him. You don't know what's going to happen with them.
Now you got Wiggins like really coming into his own. You got Poole, like Draymond is still Draymond. He's gonna go out there and kick people and whatever.
Yeah, see, that's where it's gonna get a little testy. How's that gonna go over?
Yeah, well,
who's gonna get a technical first? Marcus Smart or Draymond Green? Who's gonna get a technical first in this series? I wish like you could bet on that, because I think I would go Draymond.
I genuinely think Smart has reined it in a decent amount to the point where like he's a hell of a lot smarter now than maybe 2 years ago, where he would have like taken the bait and done some stupid shit. So I'm gonna say Draymond too, just because I feel like
he's just an instigator. He's always gonna do something dramatic.
And I don't understand how he hasn't realized that, like, just because you play with Steph Curry and like everybody loves Steph Curry in this league and whatever doesn't mean you're gonna get the same kind of love, especially from the refs. Like, you have
they know his game. They know what he does.
You talk a lot. The T's are gonna come a lot. Like, yeah, I don't know what he expects sometimes, but that's also the way he plays. And give it to him. Like, he plays a really hard style of basketball that a lot of people, especially the older fans, miss. You look at people talk about, when Michael Jordan
NBA
played and everything.
NBA soft. That's all you hear. And I say too. They say
all these guys like would never be able to play. Like, Draymond might be a guy that would be able to play in that era. So he's good for the game, but like, I don't know. He's annoying. He annoys me. So it's gonna be interesting to see how he factors into this, because
you don't know what's gonna happen with him.
Yeah, Marcus Smart go at it. Him and Rob Williams go at it. Like, I obviously don't want my guys to get in, foul trouble and be stupid and fall for it. So hopefully, I would imagine they obviously know that, but that's something that Ime is probably gonna make sure is like a really big point of emphasis. Like, you can't fall for those kind of games in this like level of play. So we will see. Steph Curry continues to scare me though. And
yeah, Steph Curry's really good. Steph Curry ruined my life for 4 consecutive years. So
yeah. I
just feel like it's too perfect of a moment for him to not win Finals MVP. Like, it just seems like it's all just going into place for him to finally get his Finals MVP. And I feel like it's gonna happen, but then at the same time, I'm trying to convince myself that it's not. I have no idea who's going to win. I feel like everybody's on the Warriors right now. Every tweet I see is Warriors in 6, Warriors in 5, Warriors. Everybody, everywhere is picking the Warriors.
That friggin' dog that does the
little corgi?
The picks, yeah.
Oh,
even he said Warriors in 6.
Not the corgi.
Granted, the corgi has been wrong.
He's hit or miss, yeah.
He was I believe it was the Bucks series. He said Bucks in 6, so he was wrong there. I need to find out. Like, we need to find out a study. Like, if you would have placed like $10 on every single bet that corgi told you to do, how much money would you have lost or made? I'd love to know. Yeah. Well, I know for a fact that I want to say that the corgi picked the Pats to beat the Bills in the playoffs.
Someone just hit a home run. Oh my God. Sorry. That just made me so excited. Someone just hit a home run.
Is that the fireworks?
Austin Hedges home run? Shut up. If Austin Hedges hit a home run, I'm going to throw up on this stream, because he should not do that.
I was like, I heard that bang and I was like, what the?
Well, he's batting right now. The count is 2-2. Now, if he hits a home run, I'll start crying. But
Ugh,
That corgi though. Oh my god.
yeah.
There it goes. See, there it goes. Wow. So good. Oh man, look at him. He's smiling. He didn't even know it's out. Wow. Truly
Maybe
phenomenal.
this is what we should do during the slow part of the year where it's just baseball. We just strictly do like baseball watch-alongs or something, because we've got to figure it out.
Fireworks, tweet. Fireworks.
We're gonna have 2.5 months, 2 months of just baseball before any real NFL stuff starts.
To be honest, I don't know if I'm gonna make it for that 2.5 months, because this team puts me through so much stress. Like one day they're up 10-2, and the next day they give up 5 home runs in 1 inning. I don't know what it's ever gonna be.
Listen, you're preaching to the choir, because the Red Sox are the same exact. They lost 10-0 yesterday. The day before
who?
To the friggin' Orioles. The day before they hit like 9 home runs. Like they're just so hot and cold. It never makes any sense.
Man.
But I don't know. I don't even care about them right now. You want to know why? Because the NBA
Celtics are in the finals.
And the Boston Celtics are the only team that matters right now.
Patriots are in the finals. Patriots on the back burner.
Pats can go do whatever the hell they want. Bruins, don't even talk to me right now. The Red Sox, like, check back in a week or two. The Celtics are the only thing going on in my life at the present time.
Yeah, the Celtics are... Okay, so for this game, I can't decide who's going to win. I can't give you my pick. I don't know. Yeah. I really don't know.
The only real reason why I believe the Warriors, I guess, would have a better shot in this game 1 is just because they've had a little bit more rest and whatever. And obviously Marcus Smart and Robert Williams are dealing with their injuries. They're not even close to 100%, still playing through it and whatever. Not as much rest as the Warriors. But at the same time, that could potentially mess up the flow. The Celtics have been playing pretty well with just like a day off in between, and they're in a really good, like, I don't know. Like, just their style of play right now is really good. They have the momentum. Maybe all that rest can come back and, bite the Warriors. You've seen teams coming off. Let's go back to the Patriots last year. Teams coming off the bye, and after all that rest, they just completely fell apart. So
let's hope that's the case.
Yeah, I mean, I hope that's the case. That would be
great for you. Who's your MVP prediction?
Now this is, I'm like torn, like 2 sides of my heart right here. I want Jason Tatum to win it so he can finally be solidified as like the young superstar that everybody's been talking about. All the potential he has to do that, and he's not better than this person. They're switching with this person and whatever. He already won Eastern Conference MVP, and I think that very well could have gone to Al Horford, which is the other half of my heart in this situation, because these entire playoffs, Al Horford has been a monster.
Like, phenomenal.
He's been unbelievable. The definition of put this team on his back. And he's finally going to the NBA Finals. He's been in the league for so long, and this is his first trip to the finals. Like, I'm so unbelievably happy for this dude and with just like from the basketball perspective, the way he's playing is so deserving of, getting his flowers for what he's done. And he keeps it up, and he has such a good case for it that it would be really hard to pick anybody else. But I think at this point, Tatum's kind of got, I don't want to call it the Tom Brady effect, but like in the Super Bowls, except for the ones where like it very obviously was somebody else, like Tom Brady won those Super Bowl MVPs. Right. I think that's going to be Tatum. I would be happy to do it either.
It makes me nervous. And I have no ties to any of this.
I am very nervous. I don't.
You know who's probably nervous? That man with the tattoo.
This poor guy. I saw a tweet.
Oh
I
my
saw a tweet today
goodness.
from Celtics Twitter, and they whoever posted it posted the picture of the tattoo and said this man has probably not had a decent night of sleep in the last like 2 weeks.
No, he definitely has not. He's been so stressed. He's gonna have to get it. Okay, so if they win, like great. If they lose, he's gonna have to get it changed to played in the championship. Like in small written beside
if they
it.
win, I'm gonna have to apologize to this guy.
No, everyone, no apologies. He deserved what people were saying. It was stupid.
Yeah, I mean,
because he put stress on everybody else for no reason. Also, like, can we just? I'm not tattoo shaming. Like, get whatever you want to do whatever you want. Anything you want to do with your body, go ahead and do it. But it's excessive. Like the size of it is large. Maybe it's like smaller. Maybe a little smaller.
Very big. Like the lettering and the line work is really, really thick. That if they end up losing, you can't get that. You can't get that covered up. Like those are thick lines, thick letters.
You're gonna have to get that zapped off, and that's gonna be a lot of money, and that's gonna hurt really fucking bad.
Let's just listen. More power to this guy for having the balls to actually put this on his body.
Right.
And basketball gods, like if you're watching this, please, please, please make it happen. A, so he's not labeled a jinx by the entirety of the internet. B, so he doesn't have to deal with fixing all of that. However, he goes about doing that. Like, man, that's bold.
That's bold. I think it was like 2 years ago, which this is even like this might be the dumbest tattoo to ever get. If you're gonna get a tattoo of a team winning a championship, for the life of me, pick someone else besides the Cleveland team. Oh God. Some man got a Browns helmet tattoo on his thigh. It said Super Bowl champ. It was like 2 years ago. It was pretty bad.
They should do that. Just do the helmet Super Bowl champs and put
JK
like, the 2-0 and then leave the last space open. So when it finally happens, you can just add to it, make it the year.
You know that'll never happen. So let's just not.
Listen,
I've listened enough to everybody. It's never gonna happen.
Stranger do things.
Oh my God.
Oh man. Speaking of the Browns, should we just cover this breaking news?
Yeah, we'll do a quick Browns update. Just might as well. So, Browns update of the week. They're a mess, I guess is the right word. When are they not ever a mess? I hate them. I hate that they're my team. They're a mess. They have now 23 lawsuits against the quarterback of the Cleveland Browns, Deshaun Watson.
Yeah. Another lawsuit came to light today.
But like no one's really talking about it.
Yeah, it's
kind of crazy. It's kind of like hidden and like low key. I think it's to the point where everyone's like, "Well, yeah,
like
probably."
Schefter like just tweeted about it, but the thing is that you told me, I didn't even know that this had happened. That there was a real sports.
Well, I literally turned my TV on and it said breaking news, and I'm like, well, shit, what happened? And it said Browns, and I said, oh, here we go.
This HBO special about, some of the women. I had no idea that was even a thing.
2 women went on HBO which I am not in the legal field. I don't know at all, but I feel like also I don't know if you're in a case. Do you do that? Do you go on there to talk about it?
I
don't know. I don't know how anything works. Just watch it.
I have no idea. Yeah, but I mean, the reason why this 23rd lawsuit came out is because this woman watched this HBO special and decided that she changed her mind and she actually wants to speak up about the things that allegedly happened. The whole thing's nuts. I mean,
right, and he's still gonna play this season.
Yeah.
Yeah, he will definitely play this season. I mean, like, I don't see the NFL doing anything more than 8 games.
Well, that's the thing is
I think they'll make him settle. I think they're going to force him
meetings,
to settle.
Right?
Yeah,
they already had the meetings with him.
Right before they went to the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I really feel like they're trying to get him to settle so things stop talking, like people stop talking about it. And I really feel like they're doing it because of their NFL image, and they don't really, you know how it goes.
I just don't understand. I don't get it. The whole thing, like the way, specifically the way the NFL is handling all of this. And if you guys haven't been watching our show for a while or whatever, like we're obviously very critical of the NFL and the way that they handle situations like this, because as women, like it's pretty disheartening to be a fan of a league that like kind of just doesn't give a shit.
It just brushes it away every time.
Yeah, like it's just
time and time again.
You know, hearing that they held a meeting about what's gonna happen or if he's even gonna get suspended, like it's already a bad look.
The decision is already made. Also, I feel like they don't care if there's anything else. They already made their decision.
Yeah, like you can't continue this charade and like try to convince me that you're trying to do something, trying to figure something out. Like, just say that you're gonna suspend him like 4 games,
right? And then they'll appeal, and then like 2 will go away.
Yeah, and then make up some bullshit statement as to why you think you did the right thing and whatever. And it's just the circle.
They just lie. Just stop lying. Just be honest. If they were honest with it, I'd be better with it. Just tell us that you don't care. You're making money, and that's what you're doing. Don't give us some BS lie.
Like everything that you're saying, like proves that you don't care. Like just kind of have the balls to just straight up say it at this point. But that's today in Brownie Land.
That's how it is. It's just another day.
The Cleveland Browns, man. God bless you for doing this.
You have no idea.
God bless.
You have no idea how much stress this team has put me through.
As Browns fans call it a Tuesday.
A Tuesday, yeah. Just another keeping up with the Cleveland Browns. That's what they should change. They have it's really good. This really good like YouTube series. They put out videos like twice a week. It's like really good. They won awards. They need to change the name. It's called Building the Browns, Keeping Up with Cleveland. Let's try that one.
Yeah, probably more entertaining than the last show that had that same name. That's it. Like everybody, how Hard Knocks changes every year. Like you just need to specifically have a show dedicated to the football team that resides in Cleveland, Ohio. It would be great. I would watch it. When the Browns were on Hard Knocks, it was awesome.
Right. It was actually really good.
It was so fun.
Because they're a shit show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They posted a video today on their Instagram, and it was like, it was really funny. What is the best item to bring to a cookout? What's your favorite food? And one of the guys said meatballs, and everybody looked at him like, "Are you okay?
He's coming He's coming to an Italian cookout. All right.
Oh my god.
I like where his head's at.
Yeah. So they're entertaining, to say the least. Not really on the field.
Hey.
But they will entertain you in some kind of way, and it might not be good, but
whether it's good or bad, you're gonna get.
They will give you something. They also just signed David Njoku to a 4-year deal. See, I'm really torn about that. I don't think it's terrible. I think he has the potential to be very good. He just wasn't given the opportunity to be.
Didn't he want to be traded like 2 years ago?
Yeah, I think he got over it. I think he got over it because someone was removed from the situation.
Yep.
I think that. Yeah, I think that he's over that, and now they're paying him a lot of money, and who knows if he's going to be good.
It's amazing how we always end up here. Speaking of that someone, what's going on in Baker Mayfield's world this week?
I got nothing for you. I have no updates, nothing.
All I saw was a report that like the Panthers and the Seahawks potentially are still interested. Like,
can they figure it out?
Yeah. Like at this point, I don't believe you. Either do it or just shut up, because I don't believe that you actually are interested. I don't believe anybody's interested.
He's going to be in fan-controlled football next season.
Hey.
He's not built for it. He's too much of a baby. He could never.
Him and Manziel.
Like, oh my God. I would go to every game.
That would be so fun.
I would go to every game and I would boo both their teams. See, like Johnny Manziel, though, I feel like I respect him a lot more. Because you knew who he was. Like, you knew that that's who he was, and that's what he's gonna do, and that's who he's gonna be, and he's not gonna change.
In that aspect, yeah, I can get behind that. He's always been straight up that he's a piece of you know what. Yeah, and then Baker trying to do the chip on his shoulder thing, like, bro.
Right, he's just
you got a chip on your shoulder because you're not good. It's not because people don't think you're not good. You just aren't good.
You're just not good, man. Like, someone tried to. I know you're not like the biggest Derek Carr stan, but someone tried to argue that Baker Mayfield is better than Derek Carr. Well, actually,
okay. Listen, I don't like Derek Carr. I don't think he's all that good. He is not as bad as Baker Mayfield is. Like, I would put Derek Carr probably around like the 15 range in terms of rankings. Fine. Like around like Kirk Cousins. Yeah. Guys like that. Baker Mayfield's all the way down at the bottom. He's like 25 to 32. Like, not, no. Mm-hmm. That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful.
What quarterbacks in the NFL do you think are better than, or who Baker Mayfield is better than? Like, who's a quarterback that you would say
is better than Sam Darnold, obviously. I mean, if
I said Kenny Pickett, and that didn't really go over well. People were upset with that one, but it was funny.
Well, the thing is, like, yeah, I mean, I would put the rookies at the bottom of that list too because they haven't played a game in the NFL. Right. I've seen quarterbacks be really good in college and then come to the NFL and they suck. Like Tua, perfect example.
I would put him and Tua equal. And people will not like that, but that's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably put Tua at like 26, 27 right now. I just have no faith in that dude. I don't.
Well, I mean, he should be better this season. If he's not, that's embarrassing.
Yeah. Yeah, but I feel like we've said that for like the last 2 years. Like, he should be
better. Yeah, but like now he should be better because he has more. Yeah. Like, if he can't make it work with this, there's no hope.
Yeah. Well, that's
the thing with like Jalen Hurts too. And specifically Jameis Winston. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we talked about this last week. I think this is going to be a big year for Hurts to the point where I think I'm going to actually become a legit believer.
Yeah, I think he'll be fine. I think he's going to have a fine season.
That's wild to say about Derek Carr, though.
I read that and I go, there's no way you guys actually believe this. The things I was reading today were atrocious, and I can't believe people were logging on the internet to make these comments. There are people that exist that really believe that Baker Mayfield is better than Derek Carr, and that is actually not okay. If you think that, why? Like, what did you do to make that a thing?
Were they using like playoff wins as a?
Oh yeah, that was in the quote. So into that, I don't give an F. Jared Goff was in a Super Bowl. I don't care. Yeah. Take your playoff win.
Jared Goff was in a Super Bowl.
Oh my goodness.
Sometimes I forget that happened, and I physically was there to watch it happen. Like,
he was there.
That feels like so long ago.
Because he's been through a lot since. He's been through a lot.
Man, okay. Jared Goff, if we are talking about quarterbacks that Baker Mayfield could potentially be like in the same realm as,
they're kind of equal, but Jared Goff is taller, so I might pick him.
Yeah. Well, no, I still would pick Goff over Baker, but like that's more of a understandable comparison or argument. Like Derek Carr, man, what has this man done to deserve that type of?
So mean to him. Like, oh my God, people are so mean to him.
Hand up, I'm not a big fan of the guy. I think he's not that great.
Okay.
He's not that bad to that degree, though. Like, he's
so much better than a lot of people.
He's just your typical like middle of the pack guy, and that's fine. The league needs middle of the pack guys.
There's so many teams. If you added him to their team, they improve. So
yeah, like be nice to him and give him credit where
he's been through a lot.
He's a really He doesn't deserve the stuff that he gets through the stuff that he's been through.
He has to be one of the most stressed out people in the NFL right now, I would say.
Yeah.
Well, him and Deshaun Watson, probably top 2. for very different reasons, but
he's got a new coach. He's got hopefully a new team outlook, given all the shit that they went through last year. Like, we'll see. We will see. I'm still not 1,000% sure how the whole Josh McDaniels head coach 2.0 situation is going to go, but I think
I'm glad that we didn't hire him. I'm not going to lie. I did not want him to be our head coach. I just feel like he's like a football guy, and I don't really like football guys. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but he just doesn't seem like he's going to look into the stats, look into all the advanced analytics that are very important now for your teams.
Yeah.
He wants people that are a little tough and going to cause some problems.
That's why I went to nothing this guy loves more than running a draw on like 3rd and long. So if that's not something you're interested in, you definitely dodged a bullet. I don't know. Like I remember the Broncos era with him as head coach, and like there were times where it was really good and it looked like they could really make some noise, and then there were other times where it was like, holy shit, what, this guy's way over his head. Like, what's happening? And then he comes back to New England, and obviously, the Brady effect and everything, and that's a big factor into the success. But sometimes even with Brady, you look at some of the play calling, like the situational awareness and everything, and it's just like, dude, what? Like,
what's going on?
Raiders fans have a lot of fun with that.
I don't know how that works for Raiders fans right now, though. I don't know how they
fun
feel
with the ex-Patriots players, all of them that you have signed. It's like almost 10 at this point, I think. Like, it's a lot.
That's how real quick, like the Texans. I swear every player that they have came from the Patriots. Or the Browns.
The Texans are big into that, which is extremely ironic because the GM of the Texans used to be in the Patriots organization, and when he left, he had a lot of really not nice things to say about the Crafts and Belichick and everybody. And then
he's taken
sure enough. So it's a little strange. If you don't like the culture in New England, why are you taking everybody from New England? But I could go on forever about that dude. He's a weirdo. Anyway, Raiders fans, have fun with that. I'm sorry people are being mean to your quarterback. He doesn't deserve that.
Yeah, he does not deserve that. Did you see your guy signed with Kanye West?
I did.
Sports brand. And Aaron Donald. Is he going to play? I don't know if he's even going to play. So,
yeah, Jaylen Brown and Aaron Donald are the first players to sign with.
I just feel like that's a weird combo.
That is, the whole situation is really weird to me. And, I don't know enough
he was like
about
a big Kanye guy. Did you know he was a big Kanye guy?
Not to this level, no. But
what's he going to do? Hang out with Antonio Brown?
That's kind of what I'm really confused about. Like, I don't know enough about Aaron Donald to say this like I do about Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown's a really, really, really smart guy. And I don't think he would put himself in a situation that he didn't.
But maybe he's a Kanye West fan. We don't know.
That's a little bit what I'm concerned about, though, because Kanye, as we've seen, especially in the last few months,
he does make money, though. He can make some money, and he's pretty good at marketing, and he will find a way to – but then he'll also find a way to post some crazy stuff on Instagram.
Yeah, and Twitter. Sometimes the tweets are a little scary.
He just lets everybody know what's going on. And sometimes you should not press send, And he's one of those guys that loves to press send. And all of his friends also love to do that.
I'm just very nervous for them. Very nervous that Jaylen Brown has gotten himself in a situation that – is not going to be great. Like I said, insanely smart human being. I don't think I would ever question any of the decisions he makes because he's a genius. He's very self-aware and whatever. This is a little iffy to me though.
It seems a little weird.
Yeah, I don't really know how I feel about this one.
Like, you could have told me somebody else, not him.
Also, Since when did Kanye have a sports agency?
I think for a minute. He's been talking about it for a little bit. I don't know. I've seen Antonio Brown post stuff about it. Also, he's having a concert in Pittsburgh this
Antonio
weekend.
Brown?
Yeah, on Friday. Yeah. I should go and get I should get a media pass. I'll say, Mr. Antonio Brown, can you please give me a media pass for this event? I would love to cover it. And then I'm just on the stage making videos. How funny would that be? Oh my God.
A genuine question, who is going to that concert?
It's in Pittsburgh, so probably everybody.
Did you see the video of the last concert he had? I think it was in Florida somewhere.
No.
He's like going ham on stage. I have no idea what the hell he was even saying. Like the lyrics to his song, I don't know what they were. I could not understand a thing. The crowd looked like it was a bunch of like 18-year-olds. And when I say a bunch, I mean like maybe 50 people.
I feel like this will be people.
They're just kind of all standing around and stuff. Like they didn't really look all that invested.
But this one's at like a club kind of deal. And it's a Friday night.
That's
I feel like
different.
People will go. And I feel like people will wear his jersey there.
Yeah, this one was at like it looked like some kind of like music festival or something. So.
And then he also went on to say that he's not playing football this season. Did anybody ask?
No.
Yeah, no, I don't think so either.
After the shit you pulled last season, I think everybody's kind of happy.
Like, we know you're not coming back. Did you see when he said he wanted to retire as a Steeler? Not play, but he went. I'm glad he made that part clear. I don't want to play for them, but I do want to retire with them. Honestly, though, he was so good with them.
Yeah.
He was so good.
The thing is, I think about the team that I was most afraid of with him on it, and it was him, Le'Veon Bell, fucking Martavis Bryant. Like, I think that was Juju's rookie year.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
dude, I was
the only player left is Juju.
And he's about to be the next breakout star this season. Yeah, that's, you know what? I post this tweet in here, and I was going to say Jameis. It said, who do you think is going to have a breakout season in the NFL this year? And now you got me talking. And my breakout season is Juju. Juju's about to be number one wide receiver.
I don't think so. I'm going to
pick him for my fantasy team. I don't even play fantasy, but
I don't know.
But I don't.
I watched what happened to Juju when AB left, and he had to be the true number one, and I did not.
Yeah, but like their true number one is
That's true. Kelsey's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna have a breakout season. Juju Smith-Schuster. Yeah, it's happening. Shout out to him.
Oh man, I don't know.
But
there's something about
Le'Veon
Juju.
Bell. That's funny. Le'Veon Bell's brother was my neighbor when I lived in Pittsburgh. And they would always go to the studio to rap. What the hell? God, that was a wild time in my life.
That team was really scary. It's amazing.
Dude, I hated them.
How they felt.
Oh my God, I hated them. That's when like my Pittsburgh hate was alive and well. And right now they don't do anything for me. They're just kind of there. Yeah,
like the year before that, like playing them in the AFC Championship game was terrifying, and it ended up not needing to be because Chris Hogan just decided he was the best football player on the face of the planet that day. Like,
yeah, that was bad. I have a video of myself. I'm standing in the middle of a bar, like right outside their stadium with everybody. I have a Baker Mayfield jersey on. That's how down bad I was. I have on a Baker. Here, I'll set the scene. I'm in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm in the bar with everybody. They're playing the Patriots. This was like 2018. 2018.
Was it the AFC? The AFC Championship game?
I think it was just a regular game, just a regular season game.
Oh, was it the game that Joe Hayden picked off Tom Brady?
Yeah. So okay. I'm in the bar in a Baker Mayfield jersey with all of Steelers fans, and I'm just spinning around, so upset. They're all screaming in my face. It was one of the worst moments.
You're brave.
Well, that's when I wore it then, they were like, oh, we're so excited for him. He's going to be so good. Like, we're excited that you guys are actually going to compete with us. 1 year later, we have Myles Garrett smacking Mason Rudolph in the head with his helmet, and now they hate us again. So it was like a joke to them. They're like, oh, you guys might be good eventually. Clearly we're not, but now they Now they hate it. Back to hate. So
the helmet situation. Sometimes I forget that happened too.
I was there. I was there for it.
I remember watching that game and I was
Oh my God.
I was like, there's no way that this really just happened.
Yeah, well, I didn't even see it happen. Because I was just standing around, talking to people, and all of a sudden everybody's running around everywhere. I see Myles Garrett on the ground getting kicked in the head. I'm like, oh no. And then I went to the game the next week and I had on a Myles Garrett shirt in Pittsburgh. That was a dumb decision.
What else? What other crazy stuff has happened? I feel like we're like slowly getting to that point of the year where like there's really not a lot to talk about. So like we have to make our own shit.
The filler content.
We're like we'll get to the NHL in a hot second, but like the only real important thing about the NHL is the Western Conference. The East is, whatever. The Rangers and Tampa Bay can both lose for all I care. But like even that'll take 2 seconds.
We have the match.
We get it. Oh yeah. Okay. That's tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm actually excited to watch that.
Yeah, me too. I also, have you like picked up on any of Tom Brady's shit talking to Josh Allen over the last like week or so?
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of mean.
The one that he said, like, Josh has accomplished nothing in his career, especially not against me.
Like, oh my God. I was like, my God. Damn, okay.
Listen, I fully agree.
Right.
You don't need to be mean to the kid, though.
Like, he's actually being a bully. He's an internet bully. Man.
Like, this guy looks up to you, and you're
He does. He literally has a picture in his jersey.
Breaking his heart with this.
Poor Josh Allen. And he's like the nicest guy ever.
Yeah.
He probably read it and started crying. He's like, my idol hates me. He's trash talking me on the internet. I'm gonna fold in this game.
Like I don't know.
Him and Patrick Mahomes are probably texting each other. It's probably like, you need to get it together.
Yeah, seriously. Like, figure it out. I saw it and I was like, oh shit. This is.
And I feel like he just can't say anything mean back. Like, I feel like he's not that kind of guy.
No. And what are you gonna say back? Because everything that he said was true.
You're just gonna get roasted.
You have not accomplished anything against him. You have not won a single game in which you have played Tom Brady in your career. You have no leg to stand on, nothing to say back. You just gotta sit there and just take it. Oh, that would suck.
Yeah, people are still complaining about this event though, and I don't understand why. They're like, oh, we need a pro golfer in there. The point of this is not to have a pro golfer. They're like, I don't know why.
When they had pro golfers, like, it was entertaining, but it could have been a lot better.
Right. Like this is a different purpose,
Yeah. Also, the last one was Tiger with Peyton, right? And it was Phil Mickelson with Brady. That's who it was. Right? It was Phil and Tiger?
I think so.
Tiger Woods can't walk right now. He had to pull out of the last tournament because he was in so much pain. Phil Mickelson is dealing with his own stuff. I don't want to watch.
Yeah, I think this is way more entertaining too.
I don't want to watch Brooks Koepka. I think that guy is such a tool. I don't want to watch the other guy who's a big, like, buff hunk. What the hell is his name? The one that
I don't know anything about golf.
Koepka,
I just know there's a golfer
with or whatever.
I just know there's a golfer from Akron and his name's Harold.
Harold.
His name's Harold and he golfs.
All right.
And I see him on Instagram all the time. So shout out to him.
He sounds like a nice man. Let's put Harold in the match then.
I think he got hurt. I think he got injured. So he can't do it either. So now we're down to
Bryson. Yes, thank you. Bryson DeChambeau. Thanks. Also tool. Like,
yeah, what's wrong with them? What's wrong with them? Why do they do that?
They honest answer? Or
egos too big.
Or something else is too small, but probably the same thing.
That means the same thing.
Yeah.
It's interchangeable.
Yeah. Also, Brooks Koepka is a Miami Heat fan, and they cut to him during Game 7, and he had like the frosted tips and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Please.
Oh my God.
You want me to sit here and not call you a tool and your hair looks like that?
Wait, what is he? A star of a 2000s Disney movie?
Literally looks
Zac
like
Efron.
Justin Timberlake circa like 2000.
And then that one soccer man was there.
Yep, Paul Pogba was there. exciting time. He used to play for Juventus. I'm a Juventus fan. He is supposedly coming back. I don't
That'd be cool.
know if he has officially signed his contract or not, but like all the rumors around Italian soccer are floating around that he is. So that was exciting to see. But yeah,
My soccer knowledge is pretty slim, to be honest.
lot of-
I used to be, I wasn't, but my very, very, very long time ago boyfriend in college was a Man City fan. So I know a little bit about them. I went to a game. That was cool. I went to Manchester. We went to a game. That was cool. And went to dinner and we saw Wayne Rooney just walking around.
Cool guy.
So that's my soccer knowledge.
That's cool. That's very cool. Hey, we have the World Cup this winter.
Yeah. So I'm trying to like catch up a little to figure out what I got to know and what I got to do.
Well, first things first, Italy's not in it again. So, yeah, my interest is not going to be as big as normal, but the USA is, so that's fun.
Right. I know that much, and I know Columbus Crew. That's my soccer knowledge. Columbus Crew. I'm a Columbus Crew fan because I have to be. And yeah, the games look fun.
Yeah. Especially at that stadium that you guys have there. That's
it's
supposed
really
to be
nice.
like the best like soccer facility.
See, that's one thing that I will say. Everybody always like makes fun of the the people that own the Browns. They say that they're stupid. They own that soccer team.
Yeah, well, that's like Robert Kraft owns the Revolution, and they still play at Gillette. Like
I have one more.
Give them a facility.
Soccer knowledge, I think it was soccer. Charlotte, their coach, fired 14 games.
Yeah,
seems a little rushed, but I don't know.
They've definitely, I think, underachieved. I only pay attention, obviously, to the Revolution. Pretty much same reason, because I have to.
Right.
And then maybe like the LAFC, because my favorite player from Italy is supposed to be signing here and whatever. But other than that, like, I know Seattle's usually really good, and that's pretty much it. And Atlanta's really good. I know that, and I know Atlanta's, game day atmosphere is like the best of the best. But other than that, I don't know. So yeah 14 games is pretty quick though. Seems not great. But also, if you're getting fired 14 games into your season,
says a lot.
You probably deserved it, because I don't think people would make that rash of a decision if it wasn't.
They should have made that rash
totally
of a decision
warranted
about Hugh Jackson, but who's to say?
Hey, well,
who's to say?
Who's to say? What else? Hockey. Let's just do hockey real quick. Western Conference Final is going to be the most exciting hockey that's been played.
Yeah, I've been watching hockey. I watched.
Have you really?
Yeah, I watched the what are they called? The Colorado team. I watched it because Liv posted a TikTok about her brother watching it, and he was so funny. He started a little gritty across their living room when they were winning, and then I watched their game, and it was a good time.
So their Western Conference Finals is going to be so unbelievably fun, just like straight up high octane hockey. Two of the best players in the entire league playing against each other to make it to advance to the Stanley Cup. It's going to be so fun. And then you look into the East, and it's fucking Tampa Bay again, and then the Rangers. Like, you can't, unless like Montreal or Toronto was involved in this at all, which obviously Toronto wouldn't be because they're the Maple Leafs and they can't, get there. You could not give me two teams that I don't want to root against more. I only rooted for the Rangers to beat Carolina because Carolina had just beaten the Bruins, and I also just hate everything about the Carolina Hurricanes. So like, that was it. But now, like, I don't want either of these teams to do anything. Get away from me.
I'm going to be in Tampa, not this weekend, but next weekend.
Okay.
So that's people are probably going to be a little exciting.
Yeah. Yeah. If you get the opportunity to go to a game, I highly recommend it. There is nothing better than playoff hockey atmosphere.
Right. Well, I'm going to be at a birthday bachelorette party, so I don't know
probably
if I
not
can make it there. But there'll probably be a lot of people out.
Yeah.
Doing stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really cool.
What's that one bar I watched, the COVID Super Bowl at American Social? Is that what it's called?
I know what you're talking about. I don't know if that's the name,
Super,
but I know what you're talking about.
super, super, super popular like
Mhm.
game watching bar. So
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. What else? What else are we missing?
Baseball. There's something that happened with baseball, and what happened was a slap in the face.
Listen,
Like you can't even like make up that story. It's just too funny.
you can't, and then you look at like who's involved, and suddenly it just makes so much sense.
You're like, yeah, that's it. Just you got it.
It makes so much sense.
Maybe like dude outside of the park. I don't know. Meet after.
Also, this happened how many years ago, and you're pissed about it now? Like,
and I'm sure their teams were ass. I'm sure they were terrible.
Okay, so if you don't know what we're talking about, if you somehow missed this, just absolute nonsense.
Chaos.
Grown men out here arguing about rules of fantasy football from
at their workplace, by the way.
seasons ago. At their workplace, Tommy Pham and Jock Peterson got in an argument in a group chat. I think it was like in like 2018 or 2019 or something. Like it was a while ago. And now Tommy Pham is on the Reds. Jock Peterson is on the Giants. The Giants just played the Reds. In batting practice, Tommy Pham walks up to him and starts like yelling at him and stuff. And based on, the video of this situation, it kind of looks like he was caught off guard by that and was like, what the hell's going on? And the next thing you know, Tommy Pham just smacks him across the face.
It's just too funny.
And
it's just too funny. The Reds love to fight, though. The Reds love to fight.
Oh, yeah.
If there's a team that's going to fight, it's going to be the Reds.
Well, you're not good at anything else. You might as well be good at that.
Throw some punches. Like, yeah.
But the best part is, like, you think, like, that's, like, the funniest part of the whole thing is that he, like, open hand smacked the dude across the face. What he said after.
What did he say? I don't know what he said.
Is unbelievable. So Tommy Pham explained the situation from his point of view. He said that, Jock Peterson said some really disrespectful stuff about the Padres because they both played on the Padres together. That he, quote unquote, effed with his money, did some real disrespectful shit and effed with my money, I think is like the exact quote.
Effed with my money.
And then
they talking about money.
And then he goes on to say that he's like a high roller in Vegas. He's a big dog.
Oh, give it a break.
That doesn't sound like something a big dog would say.
If you have to tell someone you're a big dog, you definitely, again, like earlier today, lacking in some regions.
This is the same guy that got stabbed outside of a strip club because he just like got in a fight because he said like a stripper was like messing with the money he had or like trying to take his money or whatever.
Yeah, like I'm saying, like, what's it with the money?
He's,
if you're going to a strip club, you have to spend money. It just is what it is.
That's
spend
the whole
fucking
point.
Money. Like you have to spend the money.
That's the entire point.
I have a strip club story. Should I share with the group?
Yeah, might as well. I've got some too.
Oh my
we
gosh.
can just exchange strip club stories.
So I won't say who. Oh God, I won't say who. I won't say who on here.
I love where this is going.
I was at a strip club. And there was a guy there that plays for a professional team. Doesn't anymore. He does not anymore. In Cleveland, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
Was at the strip club, and this man got kicked out because he wouldn't pay them in a private room.
Why do I have a feeling I know who this is?
You might. You might. I'll tell you after.
It's the whole point.
It's not Tristan Thompson.
No, that was
it's not Tristan Thompson.
That would be a very good guess though. No, that's not who I was thinking of though.
No.
Oh
my God.
Man.
So I'm just sitting there like, are you kidding me? Like y'all got money. Just $100. Come on, something. He said, no, I'm not paying. And said, you gotta go. And then the stripper, this is away from all the chaos, goes, I follow you on Twitter. And then I made a friend.
There we go. See?
So that's what happened.
I made friends with a stripper once, but the story was definitely not even close to that. / maybe not. One of my friends asked her, like, if she has a babysitter for her kids because she was super drunk. And I was like, dude, we can't be having this conversation in the bathroom right now. She's got to go back to work. And then she looks at us and she goes, "You girls are really nice." And she walks
And they
away.
probably really appreciate that because there's assholes that go in there every single day.
Yeah. I was like, oh, okay. Nice. Thanks. Yeah. Yeah. Also, I don't know how we got here. How did we get here?
Because the man got
Strip
stepped at the
club.
strip
Tommy
club.
Pham stood outside of a strip club. Man. How the hell?
And that's just baseball for you. I'm sure like baseball probably, if you're thinking about who has like the craziest stories, it's got to be baseball, I think. Baseball or hockey.
The thing is with this whole situation is like, if it was any other person, just like average Joe, and him and his buddy argue about fantasy football and smacked across the face, like, yeah,
Sure,
I get it. So like that just shows like these are still real human beings too, dealing with real human being
real
bullshit.
life problems. Oh,
but at the same time, like there's a time and a place for everything. Especially emphasis on time if this is happening years ago when you're still carrying the burden and the anger and the grudge and whatever the hell you want to call it. And
effed with his money though, so he was upset.
You open hand smack the dude.
Oh
like,
my god, how much do you think their buy-in is?
I don't know.
He's
probably,
pretty upset.
Yeah, probably a decent amount. Probably like I would say maybe like 2 to 5-ish range. Maybe.
Yeah, makes sense.
I don't know. Five seems a little on the heavy side. I don't know.
I know, but he was effing with his money, so.
I've heard some crazy stories about Mike Napoli when he was a Texas Ranger.
See, now Mike Napoli, you don't even have to say anything. We had shirts that literally said "Party at Napoli's."
Yeah,
that
so
tells you
did
everything
we.
you need to know.
He's nuts.
Tells you everything you need to know.
He walked around Boston drunk and shirtless after they won the World Series in 2013. Like, the man has zero care in the world. He is a straight psychopath.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like baseball has to have, and this is not just like stories at the field. I'm saying like stories. I think baseball wins it because they're traveling everywhere. They're going out everywhere they go.
Yeah, I would say NBA is probably pretty close.
No, I would put NBA at the bottom.
Really?
I think they're all talk. Yeah, I think they're all talk. They're all little AAU grow ups, and they act like they're tough, but they're all these little like sweet boys that just.
Maybe I just paid too much attention to like the Tristan Thompson drama that
he's not even.
I'm convinced everybody else is like that.
Yeah, but I feel like he's not like the crazy partier like they are. He's just like super simp.
Yeah, he's just a.
So. I would go baseball. I would go with baseball, I think. And then hockey. No, maybe hockey above. Who's to say?
There are plenty of stories throughout Major League Baseball of people not being great.
Right, and they definitely have a good time, so.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they do. Mike Napoli, what blast from the past that was. Thank you for bringing that up. That was funny. What else? What else before we finish off here?
I don't know, I got nothing else.
We've gone completely off the rails today.
I've got nothing else, but this guy from Kansas City just missed this ball, so I'm happy.
Oh shit, the Red Sox are on.
For the best player in baseball, Jose Ramirez. He's a fun guy.
So if you I guess wanted a preview of what our summer is going to be like with this show,
that's it.
Stripper stories. That's where we're gonna probably, the range of things we're gonna talk about, because once it's just baseball all the time, it's gonna start to get pretty boring. So we gotta entertain you somehow. Yeah. Sorry to our bosses for who are watching.
Hopefully they laugh. It was funny.
We don't know where that came from, but yeah. And with that being said,
finals.
We've got the NBA Finals starting on Thursday. The match tomorrow, that should be really fun. And yeah, hold on to the last few weeks of super exciting stuff.
Because it's about to
close, because it's going to start to get a little
about to die down a little.
So, what else? That's pretty much it. So, if you are not rooting for the Boston Celtics, you are fake, and I'm gonna need you to.
Oh my god!
Just switch
Okay.
up.
Celtics. I've thought about it. Okay.
Okay.
I am going Celtics in 6.
Thank you.
I will not put that out in
Thank
the
you.
universe for you because I don't want to ruin it. Like, I don't want to put the words out there and I have to regret it later. But I will go Celtics in 6.
Yeah. I'm leaning
Because
6-2.
They ruined my life, the Warriors.
Just for the simple fact that I can't handle another Game 7, especially this level of a Game 7. So I'm going Celtics in 6. And by the next time we have a show, 2 games will have been played already. So
right. I have one more quick thing. Oscar Gonzalez, we just called him up. Unfucking believable.
yeah,
This man has just hit every single ball. Every at bat almost. He just had 2-run RBI right here. And he's 6'4". Everybody should be a fan of him.
6'4".
Okay, that's all I got.
That's it. She found a tall guy. She's good.
Go Celtics. So we got.
Go Celtics. See you later, guys.